We're here in Stockholm, capital of Sweden, where developer DICE are based, to talk to some of the team and find out exactly how much work goes into creating the world of Battlefield Bad Company 2. So I guess the first question, I'd like to start it off, what's new for Battlefield Bad Company 2?
I would say that the biggest improvement of the game is actually the game quality, the overall quality of the Battlefield game. We have the new improved destruction, we have the new and cool vehicle handling, new and cool vehicles of course, and of course, a completely new storyline for single player, new game modes for multiplayer, and so on and so forth.
So let's talk about the single player. I mean, what's the story this time? Is it the same characters from the last game?
Yes, the squad from Bad Company 1 is back. It's a 10-hour campaign. We put the squad in new and more dangerous situations, so it's a completely new ballpark for the squad members.
So let's talk about some of the new equipment you'll be using, like the weapons and the vehicles and stuff. What can people expect to see?
Well, first of all, of course, we've improved on the weapons in general, the handling of the weapons. Also making sure that, when they blow something up, we blow them up, proper. The vehicles, we've put a lot of focus on. Not only just new vehicles because they look cool, but they should add something to the gameplay.
And the, as you mentioned there, the destruction, obviously that's kind of on a whole new level now. Can you talk a bit more about how you've implemented that and how that kind of changes gameplay?
The goal for the destruction in Bad Company 1 was, of course, to add a new dimension. We try to explain it by calling it tactical destruction because it actually changes the way you play the game. This time around we evolved it, so it's not only more detailed. You can actually shoot off small pieces of, for instance, a cover, and you can also, in the other end of the spectrum, take down full buildings. So you actually change the whole map.
So how much of what you've done for Bad Company 2 has been based on kind of feedback from the last game? Do you go online and kind of read what people are saying about it? Absolutely,
that's one of our key things for any Battlefield game. We use the feedback of our consumers either directly or indirectly.
And of course, something else that gives the game longevity is the multiplayer. I mean, that's where the kind of long-term game lies. So let's talk a bit more about that. I mean, you've got some new modes this time, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have the classic Conquest game mode, of course. We have the Rush game mode that we introduced in Bad Company 1. And we introduced two completely new game modes. One is called Squad Deathmatch, which is focused, of course, on the squad play, where you have 4 squads of 4 people fighting against each other. And then on top of that we have our competitive game mode, where it's a 4 versus 4 rush game mode, where you play to win against the other squad.
What's been the kind of process behind designing these the maps for these multiplayer levels? How do you go about kind of balancing it so that it's paced properly, and I imagine it's quite a kind of meticulous task?
Yes, that's a secret recipe that we can't tell everyone about how we do it. But the whole idea is to create an even playground for everyone. It shouldn't feel like anyone can cheat. It shouldn't feel like anyone has an advantage by using a specific tactics. If someone kills you, there's always a way for you to get back at that person.
There seems to be a lot more option for tailoring your character to the way that you play.
Absolutely, that's also a big focus for this game, and that is to have the kit customization part. So now we have 4 base kits, which is based on your general play style, and then you can, as you play, you progress through the game, you unlock more and more things to specialize your kit with. So you can change your main gun, your secondary gun, you have gadgets, you have specializations, which actually changes parts of how your soldier actually play. You get more health, you get more grenades.
So do you have plans to support the game beyond launch through things like downloadable content?
This is something we actually spent quite a lot of time on. It sounds like we're spending a lot of time on everything, but it's actually true. We have an in-game store in the game, and that is because we want consumers to feel like if they give us feedback and they have specific needs, we want this type of map in the future, we can actually build that map and we can release it through the in-game store.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. Looking forward to the game.
Thanks a lot.